I moved to the village in the 1950s, Greenwich Village, New York City. I made 3 female friends there, 3 great women. An actress who got herself a TV show, my boss, the advertising manager for the Village Voice newspaper, and a fellow mom I met through the Park Mothers movement at Washington Square Park, and her baby grew up to be famous. When I met the actress, she was a beauty pageant winner, Miss Black, New Jersey, and she won a scholarship to come to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. She worked with the top acting coaches in New York and got a job on TV, a detective show called Mannix, Mannix. Big deal, very big deal. She was not playing a housekeeper. She was not playing a maid. She wore beautiful clothes and spoke beautifully. The NAACP was always pushing for more black roles on television that were not stereotypical. She played a secretary on Mannix, which was unheard of for a black woman to be a secretary or a nurse, someone who didn't have a broom in her hand. Hair, makeup, wardrobe, slim and young, not old and matronly. She won an Emmy and a Golden Globe. She did not play a mammy character. My boss, of course, I met when the Village Voice hired me at the Triangle Building at 61 Christopher Street in Sheridan Square. The mainstream considered us to be commie pinko trash, but I loved the voice. My boss screamed constantly. She could not talk without raising her voice. She yelled all day. I loved my boss, but she was kind of a lunatic. She was smart, well-dressed though. She ran the advertising department and got paid a percentage instead of a salary. That was smart. She had all the big record companies and the big book publishers. I sold ad space and drew illustrations for clothing stores and head shops. The East Village Whatnot Shop, bell-bottoms and Nehru jackets. One day I came into work. I couldn't believe it. Everything was roped off by the police. Everything burnt was in the street, furniture and so forth. It was the morning after the Stonewall riot for LGBT rights. It was history in the making. I met my Park Mothers friend when we were in a gang of women. We used to meet in Washington Square Park. She had long brown blonde hair that she braided down her back, and she and her husband lived on 11th and 4th Street. There was an uproar. The Parks Commissioner wanted to pave a 4-lane highway from 5th Avenue right through the middle of Washington Square Park, which would, destroy the park and endanger children. Fortunately, the community came together. The Park Mothers organized. Eventually, the city banned cars entirely from driving in the park. Anyway, I brought my baby to the park for the meetings, and my friend brought her baby to the park. Her baby was the cutest thing. Such a cute little baby with all those little cheeks. Then he grew up, and he became the star of the TV show The X-Files. You know, when I first moved to the village, you could only communicate with people in person. Most of us were too poor to have a telephone. That's why we needed all those coffee shops and bars.